Hello friends, today we will do the third poem, Keeping Quiet by Pablo Neruda of grade 12 from Flamingo book. Pablo Neruda won Nobel Prize in Literature in 1971. In this poem, Keeping Quiet, Pablo Neruda says that we need to have peace and unity. We need to have introspection. Introspection means to analyze our own doings, our own action. And third, mutual understanding. That all these three things should be doing by the human beings. Now I am going to read the poem to you and explain its meaning. Now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. In the first two lines of the first stanza, Pablo Neruda says that now we will keep quiet and count 12. Whenever someone is angry, so he sits and remains quiet for some time or count to 12, his anger will be vanishing. He will have peace. He will have peaceful atmosphere. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. Now, in the second stanza, he says that let's for once on this earth, let us not speak in any language and let us not move our arms. Arms can be here hands or arms can be here weapons. It would not be an exotic movement without rush, without engine. We would all still be together in a sudden strangeness. Now everything remains quiet for some moment. It's not permanent, it's for some time. If we introspect our actions, our activities, then life would be much better. So he's saying all will be in a sudden strangeness. Everybody will be understanding. We will be having more of peace. We will be having more of understanding each other. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales, and the man gathering salt would not look at his hurt hands. Now in the polar region, the fisherman should not harm the whales, destroy the life of the creature. And the man, one who is gathering salt, he would not look at his hands, hurt hands. Those who prepare green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire, victory with no survivors, who put on clean clothes and walk about their brothers in the shade doing nothing. Now he is talking about two wars. He is talking about the war that we have, weapon war, with the gas, with the nuclear things, chemical things we use in order to destroy to one to the other or one country to the other. And he's also talking about green wars, that is of the environmental destruction, that we destroy environment, Mother Earth. After having any war, he says, the victory is being celebrated, but there is no one to celebrate that victory. There is no one to have happiness after getting that victory, because all those are dead who have fought for the war are being dead. And he says that you put on new clothes, you start a new beginning, but then too there will be no peace of mind, there will be no happiness inside your heart. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. Life is what is about. I want no drugs with death. If we were not so single-minded about keeping our lives moving, and for one could do nothing, perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness of never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. Now he is saying we should not get confused. It should be part and parcel of our life. Whatever we do, we need to introspect. We need to analyze our actions. What will happen if we analyze our action? Our work will be much better. Our work, our communication with each other would be much better. There will be no wars, no fights. Life is what is about. I want no truck with death. He's saying if we argue or if we fight one to the other, if I hit one on the one cheek, another hits me back on the other cheek, what will happen? It will be only quarreling, or it will be creating enmity. But in fact, if we remain quiet, introspect our actions, there will be lot of peace spread across. And then we will live as brothers and sisters. And it would be a heaven on earth to live in. If we were not so single-minded about keeping our lives moving, now single-minded, if we are selfish, definitely we will do. But if we are humane, thinking about the another human being or thinking about the creatures, about the plants, then our life also will be smooth functioning. Perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness of never understanding ourselves and threatening ourselves with death. Now, if you do something wrong to others, if there is no peace within you and you are harming someone, definitely you will not have peace within yourself. You will be scared all the time. Perhaps the earth can teach us as everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. Earth teaches us, Mother Earth teaches us a lot. In summer, we have so many seasons. In summer, we have noticed everything gets dry and dead. The small plants or trees shed their leaves and so on. Everything gets so dry. But as soon as it starts raining, again the life begins. Again, life begins with new creatures, new plants. So the Mother Earth teaches us how to soothe ourselves, how to be peaceful. Mother Earth also takes a short break. He doesn't mean that we need to perpetually remain quiet. He wants to say that take a short break in order to introspect yourself, to analyze your activities. Now I will count up to 12 and I will keep quiet and I will go. Now he is telling in the last stanza that I will count 12 and I will go. Now he is telling the readers, he is telling every one of us, now it is your duty to count 12. Counting 12 will soothe you, will make you peaceful, very calm. So it is your duty, it is everyone's duty to introspect ourselves, remain quiet and talk about less of wars, talk more about peace. I'm going to give you some figure of speech here. Count and still is antithesis. Antithesis is two contrasting ideas placed side by side. Now counting has an action and still is quietness. This is antithesis. Then you have pun, P-U-N, pun. Pun means it has double meaning. Arms. Arms can be your hands. Arms can be weapons that are used. Two meanings in one word. That is pun, P-U-N, pun. Then you have alliteration. As you know, alliteration. Sudden strangeness. Once on. Then his hurt hands, H, alphabet, H, consonant word. Then wars with gas, wars with fire. These are repetition of the words. Again, dead and alive, two opposite words. Contrasting ideas placed side by side. Dead is dead. There is no life. And other way, it is alive. When everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. that also is antithesis. Now, you will mostly get from this lesson reference to the context. Please go through, especially the question may come, those who prepare green wars with gas, wars with fire. This this reference to the context may come for your exam. Thank you class. I hope you understood. All the best.